And we're gonna get started in puppy pose. So if that doesn't work for you either, you can just take a regular child's pose. Let's get started. I'll make my way onto the mat. Right, so puppy's pose, we just saw my little puppy. Knees below the hips. You can untuck your toes behind you, keeping your hips above the knees, reach your arms out in front of you, and just gently ease into it. Relax your forehead on the floor. Reach your arms long. And once you're there, take a couple breaths to just arrive. You might feel your back is really stiff. There's no back bend whatsoever. So just take a couple breaths deep into the belly here. And just notice where your body has been before you arrived. So if you've been sitting at a table a lot, then this should be really yummy for you, for your spine. You can even reach your arms a little bit wider if you need more space for your chest. And try to let your breaths bring some ease into your body, into your mind here, while you arrive to your evening, your practice. Can we take those inhalations in through our nostrils and out as well, mouth closed through our nostrils. It seems simple, but when you focus on it, you get to really experience that joy of deep breathing. So connect your mind a little bit to the motion, inhaling through those nostrils. Feel your breath travel deep through your body. And as you exhale, maybe you find a bit more space to create that lovely little arch through your spine, from your hips towards the back of your head. Just 2 more breaths here, trying to elongate them. Taking one final breath. And then so gently, keep your elbows down. Just lift your head, lift your chest. And keeping your elbows down, make sure your hands are shoulders distance apart, palms facing down. We're gonna take our cat-cows from here. So let's drop our belly, look forwards, send your hips to the sky, up towards the sky, inhale. Exhale, push through your forearms, round your spine. Inhale to come front. Exhale, tuck your chin, look towards your navel. Inhale, peeking forwards. And exhale, rounding up. Take 3 more, inhale, chest up. Exhale, round out, really focus on the lower spine, your tailbone tucking under. Inhale, chest front. Imagine you can pull your chest in between your arms. Exhale, push through your fingertips, your elbows, your wrists. Beautiful. I think it's 1 more. Inhale to come forwards. And exhale, round it up. Come to a neutral spine. And you're gonna step both of your feet to the back of the mat and find yourself in a forearm plank. So bring your hips in line with the rest of your body. Take a moment here, feel long through your spine, a gentle tuck of the tailbone. Take 2 breaths. Steady your breathing, steady your posture. Beautiful. And then slowly drop your knees down. Your pubic bone, your belly, your ribs, your chest. Now reach your arms out long overhead, and you can relax your forehead to the floor. Untuck your toes and just stretch your legs a little bit longer behind you. So you can lift the skin up a little bit, if that makes sense. Now flex your right heel to the sky. Try to elongate your lower back a little bit. So you're pressing your pubic bone into the floor a little bit. And now pulse your right heel to the sky, slowly and steadily. Yeah, keeping the rest of your body down. Now while you're here pulsing, bring your mind to this right glute. And why I say a gentle little elongation of your lower back is so that the movement doesn't just come from your lower back. It's coming from that strong glute. Can you do 5 more? 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toes, the right toes, and keep the right foot and knee off the floor for 10, 9, 8, reach far back, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the right leg down, flex your left foot. So you're tucking your left toes under, push the leg back. Now start to lift it up and pulse to the sky. Now with your forehead down, focus on the muscle working here. Beautiful. Focus on the toes reaching to the floor and the heel towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Stay with the leg up. Just point the toes and reach the leg even further behind you. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reach higher, and 1. Relax both legs down. Give your hips a little shimmy left to right. And now keeping your forehead down, let's do the arms. But we're gonna do both of them at the same time. So keeping your forehead to the floor, kiss you the ground, I guess. And now just reach your arms up by your ears, pulsing them up. Keep going. Keep reaching your thumb towards the ceiling. Yes, feeling the shoulders turn on. Can we go 12 more? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Hug your elbows in and lift up to your first cobra of the class. Inhale here. Exhale, dip back down. Inhale, lift up. Beautiful. Exhale, dip back down. Next one, lifting up to cobra, bend your right knee. And lower back down. Bend your left knee. Lift up to cobra. And lower back down. Just one more on each side. As you lift up, I want you to feel yourself squeezing, recruiting your back spinal muscles. Lifting your left leg up and lowering it down. From here, push through your hands, send your hips back for a brief child's pose stretch here, then tuck your toes under. Lift your hips to the sky for downward facing dog. Make sure your feet are hips distance, your arms or shoulders distance, maybe even slightly wider than what you think is shoulders distance. Relax your head. And in this downward facing dog, start to set up your foundations. So I want you to feel your right and your left thumb push into the floor. Then your right and left index finger, middle finger, start to build a connection with that fourth finger, and then the little pinky finger. All through all 10 knuckles, feel you've got a beautiful grip of the earth. Now push the ground away with that beautiful suction you've got with your hands. Keep pushing. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, feel your side bodies elongate. Hips to the sky. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Inhale, shift your shoulders above your wrists. Step your feet slightly further back so you're in a plank. Now on your plank, start to just shift front and back, like a little sway, pushing off the balls of your feet. Beautiful. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay in your plank. Imagine you can squeeze your forearms together. Inhale. Exhale. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Slowly lower your left knee down. Breathe in. Exhale, shoot the left knee up. Inhale to lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going with your breath. As you lift, squeeze the left glute. Push the left heel to the back of the room. Inhale, lower. Exhale, shoot up. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to lift. Let's do 2 more. Beautiful. Still feeling connected with the earth. Now staying up here. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can drop one elbow to the floor. Inhale, one hand comes down. Exhale, the other elbow to the floor. Inhale to lift up. On your exhale, see if you can maybe drop both elbows down. No worries if not. Breathe in to lift up. And lower your left knee down. Turn your left toes towards the right. So it seems awkward, but towards the right of the mat. Keep your right fingers on the inside of your right foot and lift your left arm to the sky. Just take a moment, feel yourself, the right inner groin, get a little bit of a stretch. Breathing in. Open your mouth, exhale. Bring your left hand down again and reach your right arm up. Turn your left toes to face the back of the mat. Beautiful. Now bring your right hand down and send your hips back. Straighten your right leg. Bend the right knee. Come forwards. Straighten the right leg. Come towards the back of the mat. Just a couple times. Ease into this right leg. Use your breath. Beautiful. One more, we're staying back. Staying back, bring your left hand below your left shoulder. Point your right toes to the sky, even if this right knee is slightly bent. Now try to lift your right arm up as you twist in the direction of this right leg. Beautiful twist here. Gorgeous. Breathing. As you stay, you breathe. Now look at the floor. Can you start to balance? Come onto your left fingertips and start to rise up with your torso. Keep your arms open. Keep twisting to the right. Inhale here. Exhale, trying to find your left heel behind you and tip back. Just a bit of balance work. Lift off. Arms go wide. Bend your right knee. Left hand comes down. Lift your left knee up. We're doing that 3 times. Lower your left knee. Send your right hip back. Start to lift tall through your spine and tip back. Feeling your whole body is really involved here. Tip forwards. Bend your right knee. Lift your left knee off. And repeat. If your left knee is feeling a bit strange and hard for, then just try to fold over your mat. It goes back, lifting with your core, tipping back to where you wish to go, lifting up, like a full wheel. Bend your right knee, come front, one last time. Hip goes back, lift up, beautiful work. Tip back, come up. Bend your right knee as you tip forwards. Right hand comes down. Unfold the mat if you've got it folded. And from here, start to send your right leg towards the right, all the way behind. as you bring your left foot towards the left. So we're in this little modified side plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your right leg parallel to the floor. Start to draw circles with this right foot. You can bend the right knee and just draw the circles with your knee. In whichever direction, just continue in that direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the direction. Keep with your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your right knee. See if you can find the foot behind you. Maybe you can't. Just for a brief moment, stretching the quadricep. Slowly release the foot and hug the knee in front of your chest. Give it a squeeze. Yes. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Come and find yourself in a plank and a downward facing dog. Lift the right leg to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, shift your shoulders over your wrists. Plank. Your right leg is hovering. Step your right foot down. Hover your left foot off the floor. Switch. Use your breath. And switch. Just hovering the feet. They don't have to hover so high. And switch again. Beautiful. Lift your left foot off. And step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Drop your right knee down. Now lift the right knee off, using your breath like we did on the other side. A couple of these. Exhale as you push off. Inhale to lower. So now I'm just noticing, how does this hip, this side feel? Beautiful. Keep going. You can come onto your fingertips if you feel the wrists need a bit of a break. Or you can even make fists. Yeah, like fists like this. And turn the knuckles onto the floor, if that makes any sense. A little bit of rest for the wrists. Let's do 2 more. Lowering down, lifting up, lowering down, and lifting up. Lower the right foot, right knee down. Turn your right foot towards the left and reach your right arm up. Really try to bring your right shoulder almost like it's stacking above the left. Reaching your right fingers up, you may have to come to your left fingertips. As you're here, try to push your left hip underneath you and forwards if you want to really benefit from that stretch. Breathe in deeply. Feel free to close your eyes. And then slowly, right hand comes down, right foot turns towards the back of the mat. Reach your right knee off and spin towards the left. Left fingers go up. Inhale here. And on exhale, right knee comes down, left hand comes down. Start to send your hips back. And then forwards again. Coming to our half splits, then bending it deep. Keep going. You can walk your fingertips forwards and back for a little bit of support. You gotta help your body out. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more. Try to keep that spine active, long. And now this next one, stay back. Bring your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Flex your left foot so the left toes reach up towards the sky. And now spin your left shoulder up above your right. Left arm goes up. Maybe look up. Now if your knee once again is uncomfortable, feel free to place something underneath it or to roll the mat over. Now try to bring this twist from your thoracic spine. So where your ribs are, keeping your hips stable. Beautiful. Now look at the floor. Using your balance in your core, try and lift up. Torso comes straight. Maybe you can look back. And then try and tip towards your right heel. Just tap it. Right arm reaches up. Beautiful. Lifting back open. Bend your left knee. Right hand comes down. Lift your right knee off the floor. And let's start those 3. Lower your right knee. Hips go back. Heel off the ground. Arms open. Tip back. Beautiful. Tip back up. Bend your left knee. Right hand comes down. Left arm goes up. Lift your right knee off the floor. Right knee comes down. Hips go back. Arms go open. Tipping back. Beautiful. Now you've got it. Bend left knee, come front. Lift back knee off. Last time. Coming to half splits. Lifting off. Tipping back. This is the moment where the balance gets tough. Tipping back open. Find the floor. Bend your left knee. Lift your right knee off. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee comes down. Now turn your right toes behind you as you send your left leg all the way towards the back of the mat. Beautiful. Finding this little modified side plank here. Find your breath. Exhale, lift the left leg off. Now start to do those circles. Choose a direction. Draw a little circle. You can do it with your knee as well. Gorgeous. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse the circle. It's not easy. Maybe it looks more like a line. Try to really draw a circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your left knee. Find the foot. Or maybe even find the inside of the foot towards the arch. Pull the heel in. Send your hips forwards. And slowly release. See if you can hug your knee towards your chest. Beautiful. Left leg goes back. Find yourself in a plank. And then push your hands and your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Inhale and sweep your left leg to the sky. Exhale, shoulders come above wrists. Come and find yourself in this 3-legged plank. Left foot comes down, right heel to the sky. And we switch. So as you switch here, bring your focus maybe to something else, to your hands, maybe to broaden your collarbones. Let's switch one more time on each side. And left side, let's do the right side again. Right foot lifts up. Beautiful. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. And lower your knees down. Hips go back. Balasana, child's pose. As you rest your forehead here, give your wrists a couple circles. That was a lot on the wrists. So just allow your palms to curl in into a fist. And then just circle your fists around in both directions. Find your deep breath. Beautiful. From here, plant your palms down, tuck your toes under, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Then walk your hands halfway back towards your feet, just halfway. Lift your fingertips and see if you can drop your heels down. If you can't, then walk your fingertips maybe one hand further back. Drop your heels down. Inhale, lengthen your spine forwards. Exhale, push your fingertips, bringing your belly towards your thighs. Inhale, lift your chest, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, push through your fingertips, chest towards your thighs. One more, just like that. Inhale, gazing forwards. And exhale, dipping in. Walk your fingertips closer towards your feet until you can completely hang. Relax your head down. Feel free to grab a hold of opposite elbows. Take your Uttanasana of the day. Forward fold. Each day will keep the doctor away. Allow your spine to completely decompress here. Feel softness through your knees. Let this be a nourishing pose. And take those deep breaths. I always say this, but it's just a good reminder. Tap into that connection with your breathing. Beautiful. And now from here, step your feet just slightly wider than hips distance. Maybe towards the edges of the mat. Bend your knees deeply and send your hips behind you and start to lift your chest and your spine off your legs until you find yourself in this really wide, strong squat. Reach your arms out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Open up through your chest. Broad collarbones. Stay here just for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push through your heels. Rise up. Squeeze your butt cheeks. Reach your arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, circle your arms behind you. Find your lower back. My favorite stretch. Lift your heart. Send your hips slightly forwards. No need to exaggerate, but just enjoy. Breathe here. Exhale into a neutral spine. Release your hands by your hips. Stay in this wide posture. And just enjoy the benefit of this modified mountain pose. Feel wide through your feet. Visualize the surface area underneath your feet growing. Got more space. Beautiful. Now open up your eyes with them closed. And from here, sitting back into that strong squat. Reach your arms out in front of you. Reach your arms up, overhead. Inhale. Exhale, stand tall. And lift your right knee up. Flex your right foot. Really squeeze through that right hip flexor. Sit back in that strong squat. Inhale. Exhale, stand and balance on your right foot. Left knee lifts up. Let's switch. Inhale to lower. Exhale, right knee comes up. Inhale, sitting down. Exhale, lifting left knee. And just one more time on each side. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. Inhale, lowering down. See if you can go lower, all the way towards the floor. Exhale, stand tall. Take your time as you're doing these. Lower down all the way to the floor. Lower than your knees. And then push through your heels, lifting up. Just 2 more. Take this moment to observe your hips, your muscles, even your spine, your lower spine. And final one. Inhale, sitting low. Exhale, pushing tall. Step your feet, hips distance, and take a luxurious fold front and down. Stretching the back of your legs. Walk your hands all the way to the top of the mat. And now bring your right knee in between your hands, setting up for Gomukhasana, a bit of stretch for the outer hip. Bring your left knee behind your right, and then start to rock your hips over your knees behind you, and find yourself in a seated position. Once you come onto your sit bones, feel free to adjust a little bit so you find the Gomukhasana that works for you. Knees somewhat stacked. Once you're here, take a moment to sway through your neck, your spine, and see maybe you can fold or at least lean slightly forwards. Relax your head. Just take a couple breaths into the hips, the glutes. A moment of pause before you restart. As you're here, take that moment to maybe invite a bit of ujjayi breath, a little audible breath. Hearing the air through your throat breathing. Slowly, let's lift up, lean back on your hands, lift your knees, just uncross your legs, try to cross them deeply the other way. And here you're gonna have to do a little shimmy shimmy. I like to come forwards again, adjust my knees so we have that beautiful connection, right? Then ease back into it. Use your hands, use the floor for support. Use your own strength. And then as you sit back, find what version of Gomukhasana works for this side. And slowly, once again, swaying with your neck, your spine. Find yourself in your fold. Coming forwards. Take those maybe ujjayi breaths. One more inhalation here. As you exhale, slowly roll up again. Leaning back, uncross your legs, step your feet down. Using your hands and your core, lift your buttocks off the floor. And then walk yourself so that you come to balance slightly towards the balls of your feet. Lift your hips up and fold. Or whatever transition works for you in this moment, yeah? Inhale, let's lengthen our spine. Exhale, folding deeper. Inhale, lifting halfway. Step your feet back to plank. Feel your spine, your body is long. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, chest comes low. Tuck your toes under. Come to plank. Or make your way to downward facing dog. Your way. Lift your heels up, look forwards, bend your knees. With intention, step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Breathe in new energy. Exhale, fold. Lift with your chest. Rise taller than before. Come to your tippy toes. Exhale, heels come down. Fold over and down. Lift halfway up. Fingertips below your shoulders. Hands come flat, step back to plank. Fluid lower down to the floor. Inhale to higher cobra. Exhale, lower down. Power through your whole body. Tuck toes under, push to plank. Hips to sky, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift your heels up, breathe and look front. Bend your knees, step to the top. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, hug in deeper. Inhale, rising up. Circle your arms to the side. Look up as your palms touch. Exhale, dive with your heart, leaning front and down. Inhale, ripple your spine forwards. Exhale, hands come down, stepping back. Last one in this little sequence of salutations. Lower to your belly, come up to cobra, or feel free to come higher to upward facing dog, lifting your knees off the floor. And make your way to downward facing dog. Hips to the sky, breathe in here. Deep breath into the belly, to the ribs. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. One more breath in. This time exhale through your nostrils. Beautiful. Walk your hands all the way towards the back of the mat, your feet, and roll your spine up. Head comes up last. Reach your arms to the side and up. Arms reach back, interlace your fingers, or just reach your fingers straight back behind you. If you got the interlaced, chase the floor with your knuckles. So you're really chasing the ground. Sit back, Utkatasana. Bend through your knees, hips are driving back. Breathe in, breathe out. Melt your belly over your thighs. Relax your head, knuckles to the sky. Straighten your legs, maybe come to a relative straight. And as you do so, tuck your chin in. And then you feel free to stay here, or after some time, release your hands to your lower back and let them melt down the sides of your legs towards the floor. Staying in Utkatasana just for maybe 3 breaths. We're going to enter through some warrior poses. Virabhadrasana. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of the story. So while you're here, I'll just tell you the beginning. Is that it's set in a timeless age. The pose, the origin of the name. And it's a story of love, hate, revenge. It's not all peace and love. It's about fight and strength. So we have a woman, Sati, and her husband, Shiva. And basically, they didn't get invited to a party by Sati's father, Daksha. Sati gets very angry, sits down in a fiery meditation until she basically gets so hot she dies of her own heat, her own flame. And her husband wants revenge. So he takes off a lock of his hair, throws it to the floor, and out of the earth, out of this lock of his hair, rises Virabhadra, which is a warrior, the hero of our story. So let's see what Virabhadra does as he tries to give Shiva a bit of revenge against his father-in-law. From your fold, Uttanasana, just lift your head up, come halfway up, straighten your spine, look forwards, and then walk your hands to the top of the mat. And like a worm, let your feet walk up to your hands. So we're at the top. And now from here, just step your right foot back. Keeping a bit of hips distance between the feet. Ground the right heel down. Set up for warrior 1. Virabhadrasana 1. Lift your spine, use your core, engage through your legs. Reach your arms to the side and up. Maybe look up as your palms touch. So Virabhadra, what does he do to get revenge? Is he rises from the earth and pierces up towards the soil, rising just as we are right now with all his strength. Breathing in here and exhale. Now turn your right toes open and now separate your arms as you reach your chest, your torso towards the side, left fingers forwards, right fingers back. Bend through your left knee, find warrior 2. Now this is where he has these 2 swords and he's about to focus and actually to pierce into Daksha. So it's that preparatory pose of that fight. From here, let's lift our left heel up and lower it down. Just 5 times. Left heel comes up, lowers down. 3 more. Beautiful. And 2 more. Gorgeous. 1 more. Keeping that warrior in you. Tip forwards, tap the floor. Your left fingers. Beautiful. Lift up. Look front. Just 2 more. Tip forwards, tap the floor. Lift up, look front. Final 1. Tipping forwards, tap, lift up, look front. Bring your hands together above your head and lift your right heel off the floor. So you're in a lunge towards the front. Inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Lean forwards, power through this back leg, and come and balance on this left foot. Now start to reach your palms overhead. Now in this warrior three, Virabhadra uses his two swords to pierce into Daksha. It's that story of revenge. Inhale here. And as you exhale, soften your left knee and try and step your right foot gracefully beside the left, folding down. Relax your head. So the only thing with this story is that after that happens, Shiva didn't feel better that his father-in-law, that he got revenge against his father-in-law. In fact, he still felt the grief of the loss of his love. So it just gives you a little bit of perspective, especially Shiva in that moment. Inhale, let's lift our spine halfway up. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back. Left heel comes down, square off to the floor, rise up. Inhale to reach your palms up. Palms together, look up. Imagine, let's use this visualization and this story to empower your movement long through the earth. Think how much force it must take to pierce through soil and come up at the very top. Breathing in here. Exhale, turn your left toes more to the left. Open up your body to the left. Right fingers reach forward, left fingers reach back. Setting up, right? Almost like a duo. Now let's lift the right heel off and lower it down. Right heel lifts off and it lowers down. Now imagining yourself as this warrior. You have to be strong, you have to be firm in your belief of yourself. Let's do two more, lifting up, lowering down, final one, lifting up, lowering down. Just for three, tap the floor with your right fingertips and lift up. Keep going, two more. Lifting up, final one. I know it's tough, especially on this right leg. Both palms to the sky, lift your left heel up. This is the final moment, the finale, right? Bring your hands to your heart, lean forwards. Inhale, use your breath. Exhale, power through that back leg. Balance on your right foot, start to straighten your right leg, and maybe use your two swords to reach out in front of you. If not, you just look intimidating. You've got to use your instruments. Reach out in front of you. Inhale here, longer, stronger. Exhale, bend your right knee. Step your left foot beside your right and fold. Walk your fingertips towards the left. And stretch your right fingers even more. Then walk your fingertips over towards the right. And stretch your left arm even more. Walk your fingertips towards the front. And even reach your fingertips further out in front of you. And do the same thing we did before, where you push through your fingertips and allow a little bit more of that spinal stretch in towards your legs. Deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, roll yourself up to a stand. Roll your shoulders back behind you. Bring your palms to your heart. Soften through your knees and take a moment to just notice if your body is swaying, maybe, or if you're super still and firm. Please, after this class, go and look it up. The origin of Virabhadrasana, warrior pose, so you can read the full story in depth. Let's step our right toes out in front of us, just like this, like you're trying to tap something in the floor. Now interlace your fingers and reach your palms to the sky. Take a bit of a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your palms. Inhale to that back bend. And exhale, tap your knee. Just one more. Inhale to the back bend. Look up. Exhale, tap your knee. Hands to your heart. Slowly step back. Lift up to lunge, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, preparatory pose. Lean back, reverse your warrior. Humble warrior, almost like you're retreating your weapon, right? Now straighten your left leg, completely releasing. Inhale, exhale, left fingers reach forwards, and find your left shin or ankle or the floor. Trikonasana. Right fingers to the sky. Enjoy the benefits of the stretch after the strength. Feel strong through the left leg. Beautiful. Now either keep your left leg straight or put a slight bend in the left knee as you bring your right fingertips to the floor as well and lift your right heel off. Frame this left leg, breathe in, and then try to keep your left leg your relative straight and fold. Pyramid pose. You might be here, that's completely fine. Take a few breaths. Stick with your focus. Beautiful. Bend your left knee and step front. Folding here. Inhale to rise. Now from here, you're going to step your left toes out. Interlace your fingers, palms go up. Inhale to the back bend. Exhale, left knee lifts up, tap. Inhale to reach. Exhale to tap. Inhale to reach. Exhale to tap. Staying here, bring your hands to your heart. Lean forward, slow step back. So slow. Reaching up, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Tip back, reverse your warrior. Stretch your right leg. Exhale, reaching forward like a windmill. Right fingers reach far out in front of you. And then find something. Open up through your left chest, left shoulder, left fingertips. Enjoy your Trikonasana. Use your breaths. Feel that strong back foot. Beautiful. Look at the mat. Soften your right knee if you need. And left fingers come down. Left heel pops up. Square off with this right foot. Breathe in. And as you exhale, melt your chest over your right thigh. Trying to really wrap this right hip around and in. Right crease towards the back. Maybe you can lift your right toes up as well. I by no means can do a split, but I've practiced to be able to do this. And for me, that's already a huge success. But for you, if you're here, and that's really tough for you, you should be really proud, okay? Now from here, everyone, bend your right knee. Stepping forwards, inhale to lift halfway up. Exhale, fold in. Hands come down. Just step your feet back enough so you can lower your knees down and sit on your heels. Reaching your arms up, taking 2 circles like this. Allow your whole spine to move with it. Beautiful. And now from here, just shift your hips towards the left. So we come with our body leaning on this left sit bone. And your right foot is out here. Grab onto the top of the right ankle, like you're a mermaid, and reach up and over with your left arm. Feel free to bend the elbow, hammock your head a little bit. Take a few soothing moments. Slowly lift your spine up. Let's do the other side. So bring your bum on top of your heels and then towards the right. Hold on to your left ankle, reach up with your right arm and over. You can even hold on to your neck behind you. And let those breaths travel in through the side body. And then slowly lifting up. Bring your right hand down. Feel free to just come forwards. Take a child's pose. And feel free to stay here. I'm just going to do one final opening into my favorite heart opening, which is a flip dog, a wild thing. So feel free to join me or stay as you are. If you're joining, reach your arms long in front of you. Bring yourself to tabletop, tuck your toes under. Hips to sky. Now bend deeply through your knees and send your hips towards the left. Yes, beautiful. Now lift your right arm off the floor and bend through your knees even more. Elbows towards your waist. Inhale. Exhale, stretch your legs, right arm goes overhead. So we're in a little side plank. Now this right foot that's in front of the left, try to just bring it behind your left. So it goes from in front to behind. Now spin your heart, your hips to the sky as you're on the ball of your right foot and the knife edge of your left foot. Push through your left hand and open your right armpit even more. Inhale. Exhale, come back. Right hand to the floor, dismantle. Right foot to the floor, hips to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, send your hips to the right. Bring your left elbow to your waist as you bend your knees even deeper. Now stretch your legs. Lift your left arm overhead, your long like a banana. Now left foot is in front of your right. Step it behind your right. Spin to the outer edge of your right foot and send your hips to the sky. Your whole body will grow lighter. Push through your right hand. Open up through your left armpit. That's it. Yes. And bring your left hand down as you exhale. Dismantle. Lower your knees down, hips to your heels. Balasana, child's pose. Roll yourself up. If you'd like, you can tuck your toes under, lift into the balls of your feet, and then make your way onto your glutes this way. And eventually, everyone, just come and sit in your mat. Halfway up your mat. Step your feet in so soles of the feet are together. Grab a hold of ankles. Lift your knees to your armpits. See how that feels. And as you exhale, let your knees go out to the side, down to the floor. Inhale, sit taller. Ripple your spine up. Exhale, pull your ankles towards you. Lean front. Wrap your hands around the tops of your feet. So it's like you're warming your toes. And melt your heart front and down. Relax your head. As you're here, you can just give your chin a little nod from side to side. From one collarbone to the other. And begin to close your eyes. And begin to relax your mind into your body. Slowly roll vertebra on top of vertebra. If you've got that sweater to put on, If you've got the lights to switch off, go ahead and do that. We're going to stretch out to our Shavasana. We're strong warriors today. So from where you are, stretch your legs out, reach your arms in front of you, lower your spine all the way towards the floor. Once you're on the floor, bring your shoulders slightly underneath you, your shoulder blades. Bring your arms by your sides, palms to the sky. Move your face a little bit, your facial muscles. Stick your tongue out. And then close your eyes. My little guide for the Shavasana is just to let your breath ease you into stillness. Enjoy. Slowly begin to notice your surroundings. And take a couple bigger breaths into your belly. Stretching through your fingers, moving through your toes. Slowly invite movement through your whole body. Take your stretch. And hug your knees towards your chest. Give yourself that embrace. And rock on your back side to side. Allow your body to come onto its right or left side in a kind of fetal position. Slowly push the floor away. Peel your body up to a seat. Bringing your hands towards your heart, just simple bow in towards yourself. Take this moment to feel some gratitude to something that just pops into your mind. And send your love that way. And saying thanks to yourself for coming to your yoga mat. Moving your body, trying something new. Building your strength, both mental and physical. Thank you all for joining me today.